Going on, people? This is Arsenal Brentford tonight. This is my match preview. Look, we know it's got to be business as usual. Sorry, I've been live a lot or anything recently. I've been working quite a bit, so it's a bit tough to fit in some lives and some videos for you guys. But I'm trying my best. Um, yeah, let's try again. Let's start it all over again. So Arsenal Brentford tonight, big game. I don't understand why we're playing tonight. It's quite an odd one. We could have played last night or the night before. We had enough break between a game, but it's not the case. So we're playing tonight. It is what it is. We've had a massive break before that, and maybe this is why we've had some good news coming out of some Twitter accounts, some very reliable Twitter accounts, which is Hand of Arsenal. So we'll see how we'll talk about that one in a bit. But the biggest news is Havertz is out for a couple of weeks, so we're missing North London derby, which is hopefully it's not a recurring injury of that operation he had, but it's a muscular injury. Not sure what it is, but it said it's only a couple of weeks, so it's probably a little strain. So that's pretty important. But in terms of Arsenal, this is a time where we just got to keep getting these results. Just keep getting the results. Don't watch other people. Just keep getting results. I know it's hard not to as fans. Of course we do anyway, but we can't. We've just got to realise we're 6 points clear, 3 at the minute, and just keep that gap, keep that pace, keep it up, and put the onus on them every single time to try to catch us. So as we look into this game, this has to be not an easy dub, but it should be. And they're a good side, Brentford, but we've got enough squad depth now to see teams like this off massively. So yes, we've got a lot of injuries, and we're going to get into that straight away on this one. So Hand of Arsenal has tweeted out that Bukayo Saka, Trossard, and Odegaard are all available, and they travelled with the squad tonight. So whether they're on the bench, or whether they're in the squad, I'm not sure. But we'll find out later on tonight. But that's some pretty positive news, and I think Hand of Arsenal was talking about the media and how they're just portraying everything to get Arsenal fans nervous. Oh, we're missing so many key players. You're not going to get a result, or and he just come out straight away and said, "Look, it's not the case. Yeah, we've got injuries like anyone else, but you got." These players are pretty much back, so he's already setting the nerve, and he tweeted this out last night, and he's getting a lot of props for it, which rightly so, because I've noticed with the Arsenal fan base at the minute, you gotta have a better way of dealing with the trauma. I'm sorry, it needs to be said, guys. You need to deal with the trauma better. Yes, it's been a heartbreak the last couple of seasons or whatever, but we're in a position where no one would have thought we were there, but we were there, and we lost to the better team. It's that simple. And every season it gets wiped clean. So you have to figure out a way to deal with the trauma better, because all you're doing is setting the nerves off. Then you're setting the nerves off on the players in the stadiums. They need your support, not your nerves, not your anxiety, So I think we have to realise this is a different squad. It's asking me to clean my lens quickly. Give me a second. I don't know if that's any better. It's just kicking off. Now he's moving. We'll go that way. Yeah, we have to learn to deal with the traumas so much better. And I think until we get it over the line, that's when a lot of people will kind of go, okay, we're fine. But we have to have faith in this team. It's that simple. Look at the position we're in. I think any club right now, any football club would take our position over theirs in a heartbeat. So yes, they're going to banter, they're going to say all sorts, but they would take your position in a heartbeat. So for me, you have to deal with your trauma. I'm having a mare on my phone right now. So yeah, we got to learn to deal with it better, and we just got to believe in the team. And this is the business end where nerves start to eke in every game. You can see it in the last couple of months. If we're not 1-0 up by halftime, the stadium's kind of Oh, I think that's why we're doing quite well away from home. We're doing obviously amazing at home, but we need to deal with that, and we need to support them until we're 1-0 down. Until but just believe in the team, let them do their job, and I think if we do that a bit more, you're going to see better results. And you can see it in a lot of Arsenal fans that are quite negative. Like they've changed their mindset already because they can already believe they can see a difference in this team. Um, and you got a lot of teams looking at us. We're the best in Europe. We're the best club team in the world right now. It's just as soon as a couple of injuries happen, we have shown in the past around these times when we've got a big injury list, this is where we start to crumble. I don't believe so. I think there's enough quality there to even eke out 1-2-0 wins and stuff like that away from home. So I can't call these Arsenal squads because let's be honest, there's so much squad depth that it changes week by week, resting players, injuries. At the start of the season, I was calling them a bit more, but I can't really see it now. So yeah, Kai Havertz will be out for a couple of weeks. He won't probably see the Tottenham game, whether that's another Arsenal tactic. And I like the fact that we do this. We don't tell the world every little thing that's going on at Arsenal, every injury, every issue with the squad. We don't let teams and media and fans know about it because, as you can tell, all fans just blow it out of proportion, and it's the end of the world. So yeah, I mean, look, again, big game tonight. Let's see how it goes. It's got to be nothing but a dub. Nothing but a dub. We got to come away with that. Nothing but a dub. Then we go to the FA Cup. The momentum's back with us. Because if we go into the FA Cup, having dropped 3 points, Man City's tails were up a little bit more. Then this is possible. And here's a weird take. Here's a weird take for you guys. I think it was a win-win situation. Them losing or winning against Liverpool. Because here's the thing: if we get 9 points clear, they all but give up on the league. Essentially, they'll still have faith, but they're all they're waiting for you to get that 3 points back on us. And I feel like had it gone to 9 points, they would have taken their foot off the gas in the league a bit more. Worried, what they are worried about it, but concentrated more on the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and Champions League a little bit more. But because they're still within touching distance, 6 points, now 3, I believe that it's like a win-win situation. Either they throw it early, the 9 points, we're 9 points clear, they've thrown it early, cool. Or like now they're 6 points clear and they have to multitask just like we are at the minute a bit more. They have to worry about every aspect. They have to keep it up in the league on us because they're 2 wins away from catching us, from being 11 on points, should we say. They're in a Carabao Cup final against us, so they have to sort of spread their concentration out like they would anyway. But let's be honest, just like last year, when it got to 9 points for Liverpool, everyone was just like, yeah, this isn't. Even when it hits 9 points and they dropped a little bit, it was still like, no one's catching them. No one's catching them. So it's a little bit of for me, a blessing in disguise. Like, it's a win-win situation. We just have to do what we need to do. And then every week you can just sit back and watch whatever they do. And it's quite funny to see that because they're having to hold on. And will that be their downfall? I don't know. Will that be our downfall? I don't believe so. We've got enough squad depth now. Yes, they've brought some brilliant players in and stuff like that. But let's be honest, it's not the same over there. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Do you